SMT Nation, we back. Nation, this is a great article. I'm going to be chopping it up into little bits and pieces here today in this video. This is commentary from AT&T CEO John Stankey. A lot of you probably want these answers, and he actually offered them. So I'm very excited to discuss these things in this commentary video. He explains how AT&T makes decisions on where to build fiber, kind of like the business aspect, how they make those decisions, and then also, you know, he kind of gave us some insight onto the company's direction, which we've known it's been a fiber focus, but he's going to tell us why. All right, so really important stuff. Stick around for this commentary video. Link for the article will be in the description. If you guys appreciate what the SMT YouTube channel offers and you want to show your appreciation, use the Real SMT Buy Me a Coffee link. Keep the SMT caffeinated and motivated. Support your creators directly. That's one way to do it. You can also check out our wireless partner, mmWave. The link in the description, unique to our channel. It'll unlock savings for you. It'll also help us out in the process. So get a great deal on wireless and get that legendary customer care, you know, the great value in the pricing and the access. Really is a good offer. We stand with our partner, mmWave. Link in the description. Okay, so the AT&T fiber, really what is the focus and emphasis of their business? We know that they're a wireless player and they like their wireless revenues. Of course, they'd love to see that they were better, right? And you can do wireless in a bunch of different ways. You can, you know, focus strictly on profits and margins. You can try to grow. It's really hard to do both, right? Ask T-Mobile how that's going. They can grow, but it's really hard to be profitable and increase margins. Verizon focusing on margins and EBITDA and cash flow. AT&T tried to do both last year, and for the most part, they were pretty successful, but now they're trying to figure out the direction of their company, and all things point to fiber. Okay, so speaking at a JP Morgan analyst conference, AT&T CEO John Stankey specified the main factors that AT&T considers for a fiber build. So for those of you that have been asking, how does AT&T make the decisions of where they're going to build fiber? It's pretty simple and straightforward. All right, so the first thing is the rate of penetration. When you build the fiber network, how many people are taking to it, right? So once it's built. And then the other piece is ARPU, average revenue per user, right? They've increased their ARPU by, I think, 9 or 10% in the last calendar year with respect to the fiber service. So those things are really important. And the last thing, of course, and it's really not the last thing, it's the first thing, and that's the build cost. They weigh that in there as well. Those three things. So if the build cost, along with the ARPU and the take rate, are all check marks, then that's where they're going to go. This is why sometimes you see AT&T not building in greenfield markets. They're building in places where they have all those three things. So if there's a place that maybe only one or two of those boxes gets checked, they probably don't want to go there, right? They don't have that return on invested capital, so they stay away. So this explains a lot, right? So with the focus being ARPU, how much money is getting put in, how much money is coming out of it, they're looking for how to get that more rapid return of invested capital. All right, now things are working out really nicely for them, right? He spoke to this, right? The company is focusing on 5G and fiber, right? The goal is to pass 30 million locations in fiber by 2025. They closed 2022 at 24 million passings. And he said, obviously, they feel really good about the GigaPower venture. They felt so good about their fiber direction. They want to do it more. That's what the whole BlackRock GigaPower venture is really about. A capital investor, right? A partner in which they can do three things. AT&T will become a wholesaler of fiber. They will become a retailer of fiber. And they will become a tower operator with that fiber, right? An enterprise customer. So they become the owner and the customer, the beneficiary and the retailer, all in one. It makes so much sense. And the last thing to mention, the convergence piece. The fact that AT&T sees such high customer satisfaction with the new fiber customers. Folks, these people are so thrilled with the fiber service, they start to explore AT&T for wireless. In fact, it's an absolute slam dunk for them. Mass market advertising, right? A pool of customers that they can thrive in. They don't see the same success going the other way. Trying to sell fiber to customers who already have a pre-existing service, right? So That's been a little bit less effective. I found that interesting, right? The inverse scenario where AT&T is trying to sell wireless customers on their fiber, they don't get that take rate. And I think it's because those customers already have someone else. But where they can come in and crush a DSL provider, crush a cable provider, crush a satellite provider, beat a fixed wireless access provider, they take that customer and then they convert and they get the wireless customer with it in that convergence. This is what's going on at AT&T. This is what 2023 is going to be for them. And probably for the next couple of years, this is the story that AT&T is going to spin and tell to Wall Street investors and those in the market. This is what AT&T is in the foreseeable future. It's not going to change. Their 5G will be good enough. I think they'll be just fine. They will not be better than Verizon, in my opinion. They will continue to lag NTT Mobile and like 5G, mid-band pops covered and all of that stuff, but it's not going to make a difference. The two things work for them. Where they land their fiber customers, they take the wireless customer too. That's going to be their focus and emphasis. That's what AT&T is right now, and that's what they're going to be. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.